Hi, this is Emily Hurst. Thank you for joining me again today for another screencast on advanced searching. Today we will be looking at Yahoo, specifically the advanced search. To begin with, I'm already at the Yahoo search screen, which is at the URL search.yahoo.com. And you'll notice that it looks quite different from yahoo.com. The search page is very slimmed down. There's not a lot of other activity going on here at the search page. But to get to our work for today, we will be going to advanced search. And you can find advanced search under more. You'll see a link for advanced search. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And much like with other advanced search tools inside search engines, this advanced search page provides you with some options that allow you to construct a more refined search. So rather than just typing in keywords, we're actually going to be asking Yahoo to do some specific things with those terms to create a more complex search and hopefully get us some better results. And we're going to stick with an example that we've been using in some of our other screencasts. We're going to be looking for some information on diabetes, type 1 diabetes in children. So let's go ahead and make sure that we're following what the form that's laid out here for Yahoo has for us. We want to make sure that all of our search results do contain the word diabetes, so we're going to go ahead and type that in. And specifically, we were looking for type 1. So that is a phrase, so we're going to add that to the exact phrase field here directly below. That'll allow Yahoo to keep those terms together and search it as a phrase. And remember, we were also looking for some information on this disease in children or kids. So I've come down to the next line, which is any of these words. This field functions very much like an OR field. So we want to make sure that any of these words are included in our search, and I'm going to combine them using some parentheses so that when the search is conducted and goes through, these terms all stick together. So we know that it could be children or kids, and I'm going to go ahead and close my parentheses there. You could have additional terms, but again, this will keep the terms together and allow Yahoo to add that OR operator in. And finally, there are two different types of diabetes. So type 2 diabetes, we're not specifically interested in that. So we want to make sure that it is not included in our search. In the next field, we have none of these words, and we're going to use our quotation marks to type in type 2. This will keep type 2 together as a phrase and also at the same time make sure that it's not included in our search results. So we have a little bit more complex search than we can typically get out of just a keyword search. And we're going to go see what Yahoo results look like using the options that we have here. So let's run the search. And as you can see at the top of the page, how the search was conducted in Yahoo, we had diabetes, children or kids. We could have had some additional terms in there with the OR operator. We are looking for type 1, but then we have the minus sign for type 2. Those are, the minus sign again demonstrates that that phrase or term will be not looked for when the search engine performs its search. So here we can see our results. We have quite a few that have come back, over 1 million results. All of our key terms, of course, are highlighted in the results to help us look at the results a little bit better and see where our terms showed up. So it is still quite a few results. Let's go ahead and go back to our advanced search page so that we can do a little bit more with our results and refine it from the advanced search page. Directly below where we constructed our search, we do have some options for narrowing by domain or site. And there are some easy-to-use radio buttons. We could go in and use the .gov right away. That will go ahead and narrow our results so that only .gov domains will be returned. So let's just take a look at what that does. Here you can see the results being filtered in. we have our same search terms, but now under each you can see that it is only .gov that is showing up in the results. So there are quite a few still, about 49,000 results that come back from the .gov domain that match our keywords. Let's go back one more time. While you do have options for domains, you also have the option to search within a site. So if you wanted to use the terms, search for the terms and phrases that you had in your advanced search only on one site, let's say diabetes.org, which is a site from the American Diabetes Association, now our terms, our search will be applied only across this site, and we will be able to see our results coming back only from diabetes.org. So that again is another way to narrow your results to a specific site and search more specifically. Again, we only have about 8,920 results from diabetes.org that match our search terms. Let's go ahead and go back one more time and look at some of the additional features that are added on the advanced search page. Just below the site and domain, I'm going to go ahead and take this off and go back to any domain because we do want to have the broadest amount of results right now. I want to show you that you can also look for file formats. So while we still had a lot of results, if we were only looking for certain file formats, we could come to this drop-down menu and apply a file format to our search. So perhaps we only want to see Adobe PDFs. Let's go ahead and apply that to the search. We can see now that all the results that come back are specifically PDFs, and they have a little icon or labels to the left of them showing you that they are PDFs. So by clicking on any of these titles, you will open up the PDF. And we still had about 23,000 results. The file type checked. Let's go ahead and move file type back to all formats. I want to make sure we go down and look at some of the other options that exist here in the advanced search page. Directly below file format, you have options for safe search, which helps filter out adult content. If you had younger users, you might be interested in turning on these filters. And then further below, we have options for the country or languages. So we could filter for a specific country where information was coming from. Let's try for Australia. So we're applying the same search terms that we had in our advanced search, but now we are specifically limiting to websites coming out of Australia. So you can see our websites have the AU, which demonstrates that they're coming from a different country domain. Let's go ahead and go back. Filter down a little bit further, set my country back to any country. We have some options for languages. We are getting results in any language, but if you did want to limit to certain languages, in this case, let's see what kind of results we can get in a language like Chinese. And we'll do Chinese Simplified and Traditional. And at the bottom, we'll do Yahoo Search. And you can see our results come back, and there are some Chinese language characters, which may be helpful if you're doing a search for someone else or trying to provide some information or resources for people in foreign languages. So it is a way to modify your search based on language. And finally, you have an option here for the number of results to display per page. And that's just a quick overview of the Yahoo Advanced Search page, but you can see that it does allow you to build a little bit more advanced search and build off of the keywords that you had, and it allows you to do some more filtering with those domains and sites and file formats. All right, I'm going to wrap this up, so thank you, and try our next screencast coming up.